it's great to sit back and listen, and everybody's talented what they do. The vocals are fantastic from both you guys, you know. And good backup vocals there too as well. I know that, you know, we don't have monitors and all that here, so you know, it could be a little challenge, but we made it work. I thought you guys sounded fantastic.
You really did.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was on an island for a couple of, and not Long Island. I was on a nice island for a couple of songs that was just really cool.
I can see it in your face.
Let me tell you, man. Yeah, seriously. I mean, definitely not.
Oh, you were on like a metaphorical island when you were listening.
Oh no, I went. I just.
Okay.
I just
With
left.
Jimmy Buffett for a
Yes.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want a little better, I think. But yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I mean, and, usually when the summertime comes around, I start liking that kind of music. Makes me long for the things I won't have again this year: a trip to the beach. So just saying. I go to my backyard.
While you're talking, do your usual question that you always ask.
Okay, LFG.
Yes.
What is the genesis of that?
What's the genesis of it? What's the exodus of it, first of all?
Well, talk about the
The exodus of that is actually GFL. Yeah, that's a fun fact for you. But the genesis is LFG. So, yeah, if that makes any sense.
No, perfect. Sounds like me on that one. Yeah, yeah. But I have a reason for my GFY of the
That was
football
done in
league.
the Contini.
It was. Wow. The book will be out next year. But where did the name come from?
You're like Yoda right here.
Yeah.
We just say LFG a lot, which stands for, as I'm sure you know,
Life's freaking good.
yeah.
I had a feeling maybe it was
And
freaking whatever.
you know, we
whatever you
just
want.
say it so much, like in our friend group, plus like I don't know, my extended friend group from like
I like that.
Connecticut and like Newtown said that like we just figured we'd name our band it after saying it so much.
I do like that. I'll just do mine GFY.
GFY.
Yeah, which is,
So-
it's a, you know.
Yes.
It probably can't be said over the FM band.
All right. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, don't find me too much.
It's a little cancel culture.
Yeah.
So 5-piece band. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves
Yeah.
a little bit? Who plays what and all that? Introduce yourselves. Just go around the room.
Sure. So I'm Alex. I play guitar and bass and do some vocals.
Yeah.
Cool.
I basically do the same thing. Yeah, we both write. Alex and I both write our songs. Mike and Paul do too, but we are working on performing those eventually. But yeah, me and Alex both play guitar, bass, and sing, and then you guys.
So yeah, Mike Smith. I play guitar, sing. Yeah.
Paul Well, keys, percussion, and some background vocals.
Oh, nice.
Levon, what'd you do?
I dropped my phone.
I also play the spoon from time to time.
Yeah, I'm LeVon Jones, drummer. I played with LFG and probably 5 other different bands. Been playing since I was 9.
You play the spoons as well.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, bro.
Especially at restaurants.
Spoons are important to play. Especially at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Got to be able to play those really well. Seriously.
The restaurant
Be able to eat
spoons or
your
the
chicken
regular?
noodles.
Well, the restaurant spoons they're a little bit cleaner.
Does that mean your tone or sound?
Yes, exactly. Where you go, Mike? I know. So tell us a little bit about the genesis of the band. You mentioned the name and that, but how did you guys are all we've had you guys in the solo artists and you Josh and then you Alex too as well. But how does the band all come together and do what you guys do? Did you just put an ad out there, or you want to form something, or was this something collectively?
Yeah, Mike. So it's actually a funny story. When I first met Josh a couple of years ago, he asked me if I wanted to start a band with him, and I said nope. not because I didn't like him or because I didn't enjoy playing with him. I just didn't want to be in a band. And he called me one day when I was in Nashville, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to play in a battle of the bands?" And I'm like,
No.
"Yeah, sure, okay."
Say no then.
And then he gave me the date of it, and I'm like, all right, cool. In my head, it was like months away, but it was like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Spring ahead of me.
Yeah, so we all ended up meeting maybe a week and a half ahead of time for the first time
And
ever.
Alex wasn't there.
I wasn't
Yeah.
there. Levon wasn't there.
Well, my friends Alex or Evan played with us then, and then Evan wanted to play more metal stuff, so Alex joined.
I kind of asked. I was like, "Do you guys have a band?" I was like, "Do you have a band?"
We both
and,
have our own.
And he was like, Josh was saying he was in a battle of the band singing. I was like, I don't really think I can make it because that's in a week. So I don't think I'm going to be able to perform with you guys, but I'm down to play afterwards. So.
But yeah, we got it together in a week. We didn't win or anything because it was all run by Rockstar Academy pretty much.
Are you saying?
Yes.
Goals are fixed.
Yeah, it was all rigged. All rigged.
They run by the referees. The football
They're all good
referees
people.
part-time jobs, right?
A lot
Yeah.
of those are, they're all sort of.
LVO used his Chris Daughtry connections to rig it all.
The guy who's judging is in the band.
I'm sure.
LVO, you get
Yeah,
LVO on
no,
the
he's-
phone.
Yeah.
He'll tell us.
I think Natalie works at Rockstar Academy.
Anyways, but
One of our friends, Natalie, works there.
competitions are all, yeah, it is. Especially when you have the competition where you ask people to vote in and all that.
Yeah.
They use the bots and all that and try to get votes and, yeah.
And then they have like a beat side. Gordon has like a blues night every
Gordon who?
month. Gordon
Ramsey.
Mundine with Sleight of Hand. I also play drums in that band.
Oh, wow.
So that's where I met Josh at. Josh came in one day and he played, and so he told me, it's like, let's put a blues band together.
Yeah.
So
I like what, I like
It
the
wasn't
nice
a
kid you
blues
got.
band.
It's just nice.
yeah, LFG.
That kid is nice. You know, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's,
Yeah.
you can still slap on it.
Mm-hmm. It's perfectly toned. It's the Pro Compact kit. The snare is not as good, but like that bass is like my go-to. It's,
I know, right?
I never have to do no tune or anything. It's just the perfect like hit.
That's all you need, right? Everybody's got the big old, big live bass drums and all that. You don't need
All of that has changed a lot. Like since with modern technology, they were able to just like almost a drum head to be able to get like the full bass sound out of it. So, but yeah, like I say, that's how I got to become the drummer. They had another drummer named Nate.
Yeah. His drum set was too big, so we had to go.
Yeah, Nate's in the Army and he does real estate like full time,
Sometimes you got those
so
guys got big drum kits.
some availability issues, but yeah, still
I lucked out.
still sick drummers, the both of them. But,
And then I met
Yeah.
Josh. He was performing at Mulconry's, and the stage is pretty close to the bar. And I was right up front at the bar, and we were just chatting a little bit in between songs. And he asked about what songs do you want to hear, and he was playing songs from the 21st century, and I knew a lot of them. So it's sort of go, So
Wait,
it's
was
sort
it
of cool.
Mulconry's or
First,
M's?
No, it was Mulconry's. Then we went
It
to
was?
M's.
Oh,
we were there
okay.
for an
We
open
met
mic.
first at Mulconry's,
Yes,
and
yep.
then we
Yep.
sort of.
And that's where I
started
met you first
Okay.
at Mulconry's too. Wasn't that same night?
Yeah, that's right.
And then because then we played at you said it, open mic at M's.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know where we
Yeah,
went.
then we
Do you know
started.
that's
One of
right?
his gigs.
Was it? Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
Levon-
met first at the
I met
FBC
Levon years
open mic.
ago.
So Josh and Alex, who decides who's going to play bass on that particular song? Is this
Whoever wrote it, basically.
Oh, okay.
Whoever writes the song,
Yeah.
basically
the other one
plays
plays the bass?
guitar. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, some of the bass lines can be kind of hard,
Oh, I know.
and like I like having like intricate bass lines sometimes on some of the songs. So it's like I can't always play my bass part that I wrote on my song. So I'm like, Josh, you could probably figure this out. You got
Yeah,
it.
I mean it's hard playing baseball singing sometimes, but like
I know.
except like if
Yeah,
you're
you do it.
if we're jamming on like play that funky music or something, I find it like really just sick to play
I can't.
like the bass line.
I can do
and
some
sing it.
backup, but I can't do any. I don't do a lot of lead vocal in terms of playing bass at the same time.
Yeah.
Give credit to like the Paul McCartneys and all that can do that.
A lot of the time it's way
And
way
play
too hard.
those intricate bass lines at the same time. It's not easy.
Same like with a drummer singing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's
I
true
know.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
I don't even do backups. I'm too focused trying to stay in the pocket. That's my
Makes
job.
sense.
Exactly. The band's in the pocket though, definitely. Even when you guys switch off, there's no drop off in terms of the bass lines are still tight and the rhythm section's good. You can still jam groove with either one of them.
I can never with either one
Who's
of
your
them.
favorite? Who's your favorite one?
Who's my favorite? I don't have one. I couldn't do it. It's like having Paul McCartney and John Lennon, so you can't choose. It's just-
That's very sweet.
yeah,
Aw.
yeah, I can't choose.
Thanks, Ringo.
That's pretty. That's pretty
Yeah, they got rid of Ringo. Alex, I'll kill you. That's the first thing I said to Josh when he was playing, because it was a lady there, and he was like, she was flirting with him. And then I was like, Josh. It's like she's like, Josh. She introduced him like, Josh, catch him. I'm like, yeah, I'll kill him. And he looked at me. He's like, oh, did the guy say he's gonna kill me?
I thought Levon was going to kill me at first. The first time. Yeah,
So that was our first meeting. I was gonna kill him.
Uh-oh. Little did I know, that's just a sense of humor. But, yeah.
But yeah, then we ended up in the band. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm starting a band. You want to be in the band?" And I was like, "Yeah." I like his style. He did. I work hard for my money. Hard on pay. I heard
Hard
that.
money, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was like a good right blues. See a young guy having that kind of like
Absolutely, yeah.
voice and dealing with that type of style of music. So
I remember when you came out of our show, you had such a different style about the way you do things, Josh, and it comes across even in this band.
Thank
You just have a certain a different vocal style, but at the same time it cuts through pretty well.
and it's good working with him and Alex, because they do original, and it's like a lot of people are afraid to try new music and ideals out. So they're two good songwriters, and I like their ideals and their concept. So it's easy for me being a jazz drummer to be able to accompany or to put what happen in with the rest of the band.
Yeah, we've said it before. Those jazz drummers can mesh with the rock, but it also can go a variety of different things
Yeah.
because you've done so much and well-rounded. The jazz drummer can often get into a rock situation and still where the rock drummer can't always move it over to jazz and he has,
Charlie Watts.
Yes,
he
that's
was.
one of my favorite drummers.
Yeah, he was.
Watts.
Sometimes you just got to rock the rock.
Jazz trained.
Yeah, and
Play anything.
the drummer for Hendrix, Mitch.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, another jazz trained drummer. Yeah, within the rock era.
Yeah, absolutely.
The drummer and the bass usually, the rhythm section, keep it going.
Yeah, of course. And it allows the guitars to be able to do what they're doing, soloing and all that. But as long as you got that solid rhythm section, the
That
rest
sets
can
it.
kind of go off, and the two guitar players can play off each other and go into those jams and go into those grooves.
That's right.
Yeah, very cool.
You guys really sounded good. Though. I mean, the first
Yeah.
time we heard the whole band,
Thank you.
it was fun. It was enjoyable, and that's what I look for. Like I just like to enjoy the music. It doesn't have to be too loud, and I want to hear it, but not where I can't talk to somebody. Or sometimes I want it loud when I want to talk to the person next to me. That happens more than I think. But yeah, you guys just really, like I said, it truly did make me think of another place that and that's what I like when I read a book or I go to the movies or whatever. And music, I want to be someplace, good, and that's a good thing. They do really well. I appreciate it as. As
Want to be metaphysically transported, right?
to
another
ethereal. It's ethereal. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, thank you.
It's magic.
Filling a big void,
Music
because
is
it's a big void musically. All the greats, all like the great are gone, so that it's like a big void.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. It does seem to be that there's a void. And one thing I do like is I've seen lately a lot of younger kids starting to pick up rock music that you can trace back to the 60s, 50s, 60s, and then blues too, which is something that grew out of. I like the Mississippi Delta blues. I like Chicago.
Yeah, that's how I was. I was born in Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi.
Big Robert Johnson guy.
That's some of the greatest music per se came from that area, and blues is. I don't consider it a genre. I consider it a lifestyle, a feeling,
Culture,
something from the
yeah.
heart that you can't. You cannot. You don't have to have lived it, but if you really can feel it, and you definitely, Josh, you feel it when you play, and everybody else does.
Yeah, that sort of encapsulates what I do. I just try to scream my ass off, and if I feel like my voice is gone, I just
It's even better than right.
I just go I just power it out. Yeah.
But there's a lot to be said about that, and that style, and things like that. I've noticed a lot of different things are making a resurgence, and one of them is the younger kids. actually playing instruments again, where they were, you know, I know some of the guitar companies had a lot of problems. Their sales were dumping. Nobody was buying them anymore.
Everybody, they
And
sample.
then COVID hit, and everybody
Yeah.
started to buy everything.
Well, I mean, you know,
It helped.
if it helped, it helped. And,
Yeah.
and the thing is, it's just not. It's not just screaming and yelling. It's composing. It's arranging.
Yeah,
it's,
like I was
it's a
saying,
lot
like
of things.
good
It's a
rights,
science.
and like the song "Alex Begin Again" is really. I felt that one as a good blues.
Thanks.
The
Yeah,
road
it was.
blues,
That-
Yeah.
The lyrics were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
play.
that's what I really caught.
Yeah, sorry. We play a lot of blues stuff, but we also dip our toes into like hip hop and stuff as well. You know, we got a song called George Eastman. We do a couple
Yeah,
Eminem.
that's a
too.
cool
We play
song,
Slim
yeah.
Shady.
Yeah, we got
Mhm.
some
Lose
shady
yourself
stuff.
sometimes.
So we do play guitar music and blues style stuff, but we also kind of like to be versatile and do like I don't know various
It's
modern,
rock and roll.
modern stuff.
Rock and
Yeah.
roll
You're using
slash
everything
hard rock.
available to you to create something
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
the you know the floor plan of the past, and you're incorporating it all, which is that to me is science and art melded together. It's huge.
Yeah, because when people ask us what kind of genre we in, it's just like it's kind of hard to say because we all over the board.
You cover it all.
Johnny
Yeah.
Cash.
It's generally the
Eminem.
overall spirit of
Beatles,
rock and roll, but it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you do the
Encapsulates
Folsom Prison Blues fantastically.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
really
Yeah.
it's arranged beautifully. I mean I love Johnny Cash, most of his music, but you guys really did that well. I thought.
Yeah, that's so too.
It's a beast.
We're talking with LFG at Rock the Roc, Rochester Radio, WRFZ 106.3 FM. Get the legal ID.